Now let's create our push method. And push is going to look like this. And we're going to push a new node onto the stack, and we'll have top point to that new node. And we'll be able to borrow heavily from the prepend method for linked lists. And just as we had in prepend, we have to code for when we don't have any items in the stack. So those are the steps. If you want to code this, go ahead and pause it here. Otherwise, I will get into the code. So we start this out like this. We're going to say push. We're going to pass it a value. We'll use that value to create a node. And there's our node. So we'll code for an empty stack first. We'll say if the height is 0, like this, we're going to have self.top be equal to new node, like this. And then the other possibility is that we have a stack that has items in it. So we'll say else, and we'll bring this up like this, and we're going to push that 11 onto that existing stack. So we'll say new node dot next equals self dot top. So that is new node dot next is going to point to the same node that top is pointing to, like this. Then we'll say self dot top equals new node. That moves top up and adds that into our stack. So let's add this in with the rest of our code like this. And the only thing left to do is to increase the height by 1. So we'll look at this code in a moment in VS Code, and we'll create this stack with one item on it, and then we will push the number 1 onto that, and we'll print this out, and we should get 1 and 2. All right, so let's flip over to VS Code. There is our push method there. This is where we create our new stack, and we create it with a node with a value of 2. We already know that this works because this is what we did in the last video. What we're going to test in this video is this line of code here. Does this push method work? And we'll know that that works by running the print stack method down here. All right, so I'm going to run this, and that prints out 1 and 2. All right, so it looks like we have a working method for push.